today, day 4, which they want to call day 5, we are leaving at a much more reasonable 9:48 a.m. And this is, I'm going to show you the experience of going through a boat, because I think that's really cool. So we are on the MS Mayfair right now, and they're going to give us our little card so they know we all get back on board safe and sound. Thank you, sir. Hello. And this is the Stephanie.
Stephanie.
The Stephanie. So now we're walking through the Stephanie from a company called Frasmisa. They really do love making these boats look like the Titanic. I don't know why it looks like Titanic, every single one of them, other than ours. But they love making them look like Titanic. Oh, they have a real reception desk on this boat, I'll have to say. And we go down the gangplank. These boats are tied to one another. Whoever gets here first gets first in line. Whoever gets here second gets second in line. We were stacked 3 deep the other day. I don't know if we're going to be able to look. And this gangway is astroturfed, which is kind of weird and kind of cool at the same time. So we are going to be taking a horse carriage today because we're here for such a short time that it's not worth bringing a bus over. So we're going to be taking a horse carriage today, and then after lunch we're going to be stopping somewhere else. But we're going to be taking a horse carriage today over to the site and back from the site. So let's go for a magic carriage ride, I guess. We're no longer in Luxor. I think we are in Edfu, and we're going to the Edfu Temple. I know Kung Fu, but not Edfu. And you can just kind of see of those 350 riverboats. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy how many boats are here. Just back to back to back to back in Edfu, but just for the morning. So we are now on a horse carriage on the streets of Edfu. There's no God. You kind of need to see this. It's horses and cars and everything all together.
Hospital.
Yes, hospital. Oh God, we don't need to go there. if the horse flips over, we're going to hospital. I can tell you, this horse carriage did not like when my fat self got in here. But we are going to the Edfu Temple, not via bus, not via boat. We're kind of getting to experience all of the different ways that you can travel all over Egypt. So yeah, let's forward face it a little bit and kind of see. This is literally, I feel like I'm back in, look at the tuk-tuks and everything. I feel like I have gone back in time. Like literally, it feels like I've gone back in time. Doesn't it feel like 50 years ago here?
Yeah, at least. Maybe 100.
50, 100 years ago. It's incredible. It's like, oh look, there's a cell phone tower. Like, that's the one thing that makes you recognize that it's not 100 years ago, is that there's a cell phone tower. But this is the ride to the Edfu Temple. You'll see people riding back, and I'll tell you, so far, it's actually not that hot out there. So let's continue the ride along, and I hope we actually make it there to the Edfu Temple. I'll keep you posted. From Edfu in a horse carriage right here. Wish me luck. So we are here in the Temple of Edfu, and I will tell you, it's a lot cooler here, even though it's really, really hot outside, but it is also pretty packed here. And what's interesting is there's a boat straight ahead. I'm going to show you this boat, and this boat is actually a duplication. The temple was buried under sand for thousands of years. They found it, and the guy who found it found a boat, which is used to take the statues of the gods from temple to temple, because normal common people were not allowed to see the temple. So they've got this boat right here, and the boat is actually a reproduction. The real boat is in the Louvre in Paris, France. But this is the copy that they sent over, and they put the statues on. So Yeah. Yeah, this is actually not the original. This is the copy. This is a copy. Yeah. Some tour guide was just saying that's the original, and sometimes even tourists can correct tour guides because the original is in the Louvre in Paris, France. But this place is packed. There's a lot of interesting things going on here, but it's packed, and it's because out of those 350 riverboats, a lot of those riverboats came in today, pulled into this port, and by pulling into this port, they all came here because they're moving in the afternoon. We're going to be somewhere different in the afternoon. But this is what happens when you've got something that's very close and everyone goes to. You've got this temple, which is the best preserved Egyptian temple in the world. You've got this temple, and you've got tens of thousands of people here that all got off their riverboat after going through the locks that we went through yesterday. They went ahead and all got off the riverboat today. But you can see here is a courtyard, and it's all very well preserved, like amazingly so. And this is the entrance to the temple. If we spin around right here, and probably one of the most famous things at this temple is this guy right here. Big old bird god statue right there. So that's actually the only thing at this stop. You saw we traipsed through a couple boats and stuff like that, but that's really the only thing here is this temple. And we are going to get back on the boat. We're going to take that horse ride that you saw back and hopefully not die. We're going to go back to the boat. We're going to have lunch. We're going to have relaxing and tea time and stuff like that. And then after, right before dinner, we are going to go to another temple in another place or another thing to see. So we will be stopping there at 5 o'clock, but we're going to go back to the boat for a little bit after this and rest and recharge. But it's only about, it's a little bit before noon right now. It is 11:44 p.m. a.m. right now. So yeah, let's see what the rest of the day brings us. And you see this bird doesn't have a line or a cluster because also it doesn't have a head. Carnival Cruises, I love your towel animals, but you've been put to shame. I just got back to the boat and there is an actual crocodile on my bed. I gotta show you this. Look at this. It's a friggin' crocodile with the tail and everything. He's got feet made of towels. He's for some reason eating the fruit that I never ate. Oh, actually, yeah, he's eating the fruit that I never ate when I came on board. There's literally a crocodile on the bed. Sorry, Carnival. Hey, Carnival. You gotta up your game, because the MS Mayfair is outdoing you in towel animals. And you guys are like that towel animal experts. So yeah, it's almost time for lunch, but my bed alligator is already having lunch. Or should I say crocodile? And we are going to the alligator temple now. So I do think that's very, very much appropriate. So see you later, alligator. Talk in a while. Crocodile? All right, it is now 6:30 p.m. It's getting dark, and we are headed to the alligator temple. We're supposed to be here at 5:30 an hour ago, but fortunately it's lit. We are heading out of the boat. Now, oh, sorry. You do have to actually get a little card when you get off.
Okay.
And that's all the way up. Sorry.
The day after
It's always fun to see what boats we go through. This is the Voyager. Again, hey, they all seem. Well, actually, this one doesn't look like Titanic. I'll give it that. It doesn't look like Titanic, unlike all the other ones. Pretty boat. It's just the weirdest thing to have to go through all the other boats. And we'll go through here. Oh, we're going through like 3 or 4 of them. Okay, so there's 2. Oh, we finally got to see the inside of the Movenpick. It's the one we've been racing for a while. Oh my gosh. We have, oh no, this is the Mojito. That actually looks like a delicious boat. It's the SS Mojito. Oh, oh, fancy boat. Wait, what? This is like 5 boats? What is going on here? 3 boats. This is boat number 3. Boat number 4. Oh, finally. Oh, look at this one. This is like, oh, they have the Oriental buffet tonight too, just like we do. Kind of interesting. And we are out. Oh, look at that. They even have a security desk here. We are out. Wow. Wow. That was a process. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually an insane process. But again, remember, for people with ambulatory issues, there is no elevator, there are no ramps. If you get to steps in Egypt, they're gonna carry you up the steps. Now, we don't have a horse, or a boat, or an airplane, or anything to get us there. So what we gotta do right now, yeah, you know, there was a song about it. We're gonna get to the next place we need to go by walking like an Egyptian. And I am being attacked right here by a lot of guys, but he says hello. And it's time to walk like an Egyptian. I do want to show you the actual distance we've got to go. That's the boat that we just came off of. Hey! And there's the temple. So it's not very far at all. This is like, you know what this is like? This is like a rest stop on the turnpike. It's like it's straight up a rest stop on the turnpike. We are probably 50 yards from where we gotta be, and that's why we're stacked 5 deep, because we got a prime parking spot. But take a look at this temple. No admission needed or anything like that. Looks like it's just kind of open. Go up to the temple. So we'll see. Oh wow, yeah. It's just kind of open. Go up to the temple. I guess it's so late they're not even charging anymore. There is no security here, which is a little bit sus. But oh my, this is the crocodile temple. I'm just showing the exact time it took us to get from the boat to get to this temple. We are at 1 minute and 14 seconds. One minute and 14 seconds, and it does look like there's actually a ticket office. We just didn't quite see it yet. I'll give you another update from inside the Crocodile Temple. Another example of, kind of insecurity or over security. We're going in now. You can see that the security has been blocked by a piece of cardboard, and the metal detector is going off, and it's nobody really cares. Remember, the illusion of security is much more important than actual security. Because if someone wants to do something bad, they're gonna do something bad. It's all about the illusion of security, and I'm happy we've got the armed guards here. So you saw us go through those security gates, which were not very secure, but this guy, he's keeping us safe, right? You keep us safe. He keeps us safe. He's very, very safe, and you can see he's literally carrying a weapon of some sort. It is so dark here, you cannot. Oh, there we go. You can see my face now, but there are armed guards with very big guns everywhere. There we go. There's my gun-toting friend. I don't understand why there's dogs here, but there are dogs barking in the background for some way, shape, or form. Oh wait, there's dogs all over. So that's why the dogs are here. Cool. We are here now at the Crocodile Temple, and I'm glad we're late, because guess what? It is very cool out now. It's not hot. You don't need water. You don't need this air condition I normally have around my neck. But let's just take a look. All these temples are very well lit. Even in the evening, they're very, very well lit, and you can walk through and see everything that's going on. Unfortunately, the refresh rate of the lights is about the same as my camera, but just so you can see here, I mean, we've got some insane carvings here that you could literally, I'm not going to, but you could touch if you wanted to touch those carvings. They're just thousands and thousands of years old. But again, it does kind of sort of feel like a rest stop along a highway, because we're just stopping here in transit. So we're just in transit from one port to the other, and before dinner we stopped right here. We're going to be going next to Aswan, where we're going to be staying for the next 2 days, just like we did in the beginning. We were in Luxor for 2 days. We're going to stay in Aswan for 2 days, and we had like one transit day, and this is the one transit day, and I feel like we went to a whole bunch of tourist traps on the transit days, and it's basically a surface plaza of a toll road, but that toll road is the Nile River. Just saying. So let's take a look at the front of the temple, which is actually pretty impressive, and you can kind of see just how well they lit it up and everything like that. And this is the temple of the alligator god right here, and I've heard that very soon we're going to see some mummy crocodiles. I say the alligator god, I mean the crocodile god, but you can just see what good shape all these things are in. Again, the lights, it's great, it's cool, but the lights refresh rate is the exact same refresh rate as my camera, so it's going to do weird things. Also of note, I want to talk about this because I've almost fallen a few times. If you do take a look at the floor, it is not even in any of these temples, as it shouldn't be. But again, if you do have ambulatory issues, this may not be the trip for you. I mean, or it may actually be the trip for you, because you trip and fall. That's the joke there. But yeah, interesting. Nice to be here at night, so it's not hot as HE double hockey sticks. You can add this one to the didn't expect to see in Egypt list. Yeah, if you know Florida, you probably know Gatorland, and this is not Gatorland, this is Crocodile Land. There are 20 mummified crocodiles in here, and you've actually got really good specimens of those crocodiles. These look better than any mummies I've ever seen. And you'll see the crocodiles, and you'll see all of these are real, were real crocodiles. I think we're going to see some real crocodiles a bit later on, not tonight, but another day. And you can see all these crocodiles here. And my favorite thing about this big room, believe it or not, it is air conditioned. They even have some really interesting hieroglyphics of the crocodile and man, and if you wonder where a lot of these things come from in mythology, the crocodile temples, where a lot of it actually originated from, right here. Even we've got what are these? Oh, these are mummified crocodile eggs. Yeah. So I got some mummified crocodile eggs and all things crocodile. I appreciate coming here in the evening, because it makes things a lot a bit cooler overall. And you can even see some other cool statues of the crocodile and a big crocodile tablet there. And I guess this is where they kept the organs of the crocodile. No, it's not written in English. I would love to tell you what it is, but it's not written in English. Really cool. Now we're going to go back to the boat, and we are going to walk through who knows, maybe another 4 boats we're going to walk through, because all the boats said they were leaving at 7:30. It is 7:28. We won't get back there on time. I mean, our boat's going to hopefully wait for us, but it'll be interesting. We've got dinner, and then we have the party where you're supposed to dress like an Egyptian, and I have some Egyptian dress to try and dress like an Egyptian. So let's see how that goes. So tonight is dress like an Egyptian night, and this is the best I can do. I'm gonna try and show you the whole thing. There we go, there's a mirror that'll work. In the bathroom, it's fully mirrored, and you'll see from head to, well, not toe, because Egyptians don't wear Brooks running shoes, but other than that, it is a dress like an Egyptian night here on board the MS Mayfair. So it is Egyptian night, and yes, I brought my hat. I don't have a turban or anything like that, and all I've got is my old man Cuban hat or some traditional hats. I want to give you an idea. They do have a buffet tonight to celebrate, and they've got a whole display of bread right in the front that happens to be very phallic in nature. I'm just saying. Although there's an extra ball, we got a salad bar right here. I'm salad intolerant, but I do actually enjoy some of the cheeses on this salad bar. And then they have, it's been somewhat deconstructed, but they literally have an entire lamb here. Well, it's just been laid on its side. So they have an entire lamb right there. They've got the vegetables that are stuffed. They've got Egyptian-style fish, cheese pie, the noodle soup, which was pretty good. I like the noodle soup. Got the noodle soup. Got Egyptian dishes. Now this is the one night that's not been very international in nature. This has been pretty much straight up Egyptian, not international in nature. Let me come around the other side. I'll show you a little bit more. We've got the okra with the tomato sauce, the grilled vegetables, the roasted chicken, bok, 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 Egyptian koshari, and my favorite part, yes, the desserts. I'm going to tell you, tonight is probably going to be a very strong beer night for me. Not a lot of this food really jive with me, but there is one thing here that looks pretty good. Let me show you some of the desserts. So, they don't have my favorite little banana things tonight, so gotta find something a little different. And we've got these very much look to be donuts. So I'm hopefully gonna get some donuts because I already had my main course, and then we are going to head upstairs to the fancy dress party tonight. That's upstairs in the lounge on deck 4. It's funny that every boat has their fancy dress party on the same night. Now, I did not happen to buy a fancy dress. I actually have a commoner outfit, and what I'm wearing all the employees are actually wearing. So, guess I didn't prepare too well for this. But when preparation A, B, C, D, E, F, and G fail, do what I did and go with preparation H. I'll see you upstairs at the party. So I just got something for the first time. Said, hey, there's Osama! I just got something I haven't seen in Egypt my whole time I've been here. It's ice. I know. I'm fascinated by the fact that I now have ice. Ice is just not something you find in this country. It's literally like a delicacy. And I got a rum and coke with the local rum, which is a local Aloha rum. It's like a tiki flavored rum, but it's actually made right here in Egypt. If you haven't already watched it, go ahead and check out my video on the 6 different local Egyptian drinks, liquors that they had on board, and me doing them in 15 minutes or so. But this rum and coke with, believe it or not, ice is actually pretty damn good. Party time soon. There is a small but mighty delegation going on here at the party, and you can see them dancing it up. It's not a giant boat. There's only 100 people or so on the boat, and there's like 5 people dancing, and they're all from our Globus group. I don't think the other people have even finished with dinner yet, but this is where the party's at, about half an hour into it so far. All right, so the party has gotten started. Some people from the other group, which I think they're Portuguese, showed up. And the thing is, they believe that this is an Indian party because they're all dancing in an Indian style and they are all wearing Indian outfits. But, you know, to each their own here at the Arab night, party night, Lagaya party night thing on the MS Mayfair, I guess. Well, this whole thing dissolved into chaos. They started doing the Macarena, and then right in the middle of the Macarena, cut off the Macarena to take a photo. So here is everyone tonight in a party that started with, I think, music from Egypt, then wound up into be Indian music, and then finally wound up to be the Macarena. And now they're singing other songs. But, yeah, this was the fancy dress-up party. And they're going, cheese.
Wait.
Oh. And you'll see the cameraman right here. Oh, gotta go that way.
Look at me.
There's cameraman number 1. Cameraman number 2. Yay! And everyone's going to be up at 6:30 tomorrow morning to continue their journey for day number 5. This wraps up today, day number 4 of the Escapes by Globus with Nile Cruise. Hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hey, I know I said I was done. They started playing the tequila song just as I had my last drink. You know, you stand around for about 5 minutes, and then you say tequila, and I get back to my cabin, and the guy who built a beautiful crocodile earlier today left me a lotus flower on the bed with a teacup. That's one of my teacups. I guess he realized I don't use tea. Teacup and a towel and everything. Mayfair Cruises up in the game in towel art. I am impressed. I will see you all for day 5, I think. Yeah, they'll call it day 6. I'm calling it day 5 of the Nile. The Egypt Escape with Nile River Cruise from Globus. On the Nile River, we get this night tonight and one more night on board this boat, and then we'll go out in the hotel in Aswan. Then we'll go to Cairo. We've still got a lot more fun to see here, so stick around for day 5. Bye!